What up guys, Justice here. Today I'm going to be explaining why you should be using the Amulet of Zealots. So it does give DPS, as it gives you a 6% additional damage output if you're using a mage class setup or a range class setup. You have to be using the normal prayer book with that. So this video is going to explain exactly how that works and the formula for actually figuring that out, because it's quite hard to understand. Not many people really understand what it's about, how the 6% or where the 6% additional damage actually comes from. And I'm going to explain why it is better than using an Arcane Stream Necklace and Curses, for example, and why it is better than using Soul Split. So to start off, what is an Amulet of Zealots and where do you get it from? So it's an amulet which you get from a dungeoneering, you get it as a reward. It costs 40k tokens. As you can see, I'm about to go over to the store now and buy it. Sorry, just show you where it is. So it's 40k tokens, that's equivalent to 400k dungeoneering XP. Okay, so onto the formula. The Amulet of Zealots gives a plus 10% boost to any single stat prayer. So you'd use it with Overcharge and Mystic Might, for example. So Overcharge gives plus 6% damage to magic, and Mystic Might gives a plus 6% accuracy to magic again. This equals a total of 16% damage and accuracy boost, versus the Arcane Stream and Amulet of Fury plus Torment. Torment gives a plus 10% damage and accuracy to magic. This equals a total of 10% damage and accuracy boost. So when you compare these two different setups, Amulet of Zealots, the combination of that actually equals an extra 6% damage per second on top of the other one. As you can see, this is an absolutely epic class setup if you want to get that damage per second increase. So essentially you have two choices. Choice A is more DPS with Amulet of Zealots, but you don't get Soul Split. That'll be beneficial in certain situations, which I'll go through in a minute. Option B, less damage per second, but you can use Soul Split. So it's completely up to what your preference is and what sort of boss trips you go on, or whether you use Slayer eggs, for example. You don't want to be. There's no point using Zealots. So there's a lot of pros and cons to it. Zealots, you've got the prayer drain. So again, where is the best situation really to use Zealots, and where's the best situation to use Soul Split and the Arcane Stream? Okay, so prayer drain is a factor. Zealots gives a negative prayer bonus, and single stat prayers on the regular prayer book have a significantly higher drain rate combined than activating just Pity or Turmoil or Torment or any equivalent. If you're going for a single kill trip, I would say that Zealots is better. I don't have any actual numbers to support my claim, but it makes sense. You know, if you're going for a single kill trip, and I'll use Virago for an example. If you go and kill Virago, you'll get, if you're with a really good team, you'll get maybe two kills in one trip before you have to teleport out quickly, because it's worth doing that, because you can just teleport to a bank really quickly, go to the Lunar Isle, get bank up on more prayer potions and more food. So in that situation where you've got a long boss fight, then Zealots does come in extremely handy, and the prayer drain, you don't really see it at all, and you're getting that extra 6% damage output. Again, I'll use Nex as an example. If you're a DPS, and it all depends what role you play, so if you're a DPS, then you can't drain the stats of Nex with curses anyway, so then that makes my preference go over to Zealots, as that, in my opinion, is better because you get, again, the 6% extra damage. If you're tanking Nex, however, and you're using an Arcane shield, then I would advise using an Amulet of Fury, because you get the +3 prayer bonus, so that does help. And with the Ring of Rigor, etc., you know, it does help like that. So my preference, if I was tanking, I would use the Amulet of Fury if I was in a duo or a trio. And now I'll use God Wars Dungeon for an example. God Wars Dungeon nowadays, if you're going on a trip there, you can probably go solo, and if you combat 200, you can probably go solo and last there for hours and just stock up your inventory with overloads. So if you're going to go there for a long trip, then Zealots probably, in my opinion, isn't really worth it, and it's not the right setup to use really for God Wars Dungeon, because you want to just put Soul Split on and you want to be able to camp there for a while. So in that situation, that's when my preference is to go back to Curses and actually use Soul Split and maybe an Arcane Stream or an Amulet of Fury. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it helps you make an informed decision on what setup and what gear setup you want to use when you go bossing, and also I hope the different examples also helped. So again, hit that like button if you feel like it has, and subscribe for more videos. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Bye.